Welcome to AFL NT's coverage of round 18 of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL men's season from DXC Arena in Darwin on Larrakia country. We will see Pints playing host to Nightcliff Tigers. Nightcliff are sitting third and Pints in fourth, equal on points on the ladder. This is a huge game with the winner will finish third and get the second chance. Pints will be looking for a big game from Connor McDonald in the rucks, Tommy Schultz and Elliot Chalmers down back, as Pints are missing class players Cam Wilson, Brad Ryan and James Rowe. Nightcliff will be looking for their stars to step up, Ryan Nyas, Brandon Parfitt and Zach Dirksen. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined by my commentary partner Stuart Davis. Should be a good clash, Stewie.
Yeah, should be a ripper, Bucksy. Just messing around with it a bit across half back there, but they've worked it out to the other side and Politis gets another kick out wide and a chance to settle as the mark taken out there, and Nightcliff looking to go forward for the first time. It's knocked away defensively and over the boundary line for a throw-in. Really
good start there from Pints, getting it in deep in their forward 50. Put your pressure on Nightcliff, backman straight up, Stu. Yeah, pressure was good, wasn't it? And they had to use it by hands a bit more than they probably wanted to. But they worked it out in the end and got it down to half forward. There's Smith with the hand pass out. Spiteri kicks long down the line. Now Waitman gets a kick forward. It's close to the boundary line. Looks like it'll go over. Be interesting to see what the umpire says. He says insufficient intent, so it's a Nightcliff free kick. Hard call in these conditions. There might be a few of them today, Stu. So Brown goes short. Oh, that was some pretty solid contact. Also, Ethan Smith's 50th game, first 50th game for Pints Premier League player. Great effort. Yeah, fantastic. Been a reliable servant for the club as Launer just chips it across and finds Glover at half back, and now he works it down the line, precision kicking, and that one marked by Peris just backward of the wing in front of us here. Jack Peris looks like he's going the short option, and it's big Mac Johnson who's taken that mark just inside the boundary line. Kicks inside forward 50 now, and beautifully red coming across the front of the pack. Blake Watson takes a nice mark and now plays on quickly, kicks deep to the goal square. It's a one-on-one contest down there as Philo just almost ploughed in the back. He thinks he was, but that's not the way the umpires have seen it, and it's found its way over the boundary line. It'll be a throw-in. Interesting seeing Philo starting down forward in the pocket game. I've never seen him start there. Yeah, got that glove on his hand. I know he missed some games with injury with that hand. Just presuming that it's all okay, but obviously needs that bit of protection as McDonald on the second attempt gets it going forward for Pint, but it's Nightcliff first there at ground level. Oh, it's another solid contact. Blake Launer this time might have copped it high, but umpires letting those go so far, so I presume that's the pattern of the game as the ball hits the deck in the forward half there. Truella gets it onto the boot somehow, hasn't travelled very far, and plucked out of the air by Dirksen. He kicks it high in the air as well, and Kennedy, I don't know where he was going, but Pint have worked it away and shot. Kicks off the ground out to half back, nicely picked up by Waitman, gets it back to Shot. His kick smothered by Politis, and he'll run up and follow it up himself. It's been called out of bounds by the boundary umpire, and Politis isn't sure he agrees with that either. You'll be trying to get a score on the board, either team early, because the showers are coming through, Stuart, and it can get quite wet. Yeah, it's just started raining again now, so yeah, it's going to be tough conditions. Baldy gets the kick away, but no one down there, and it's found its way over the boundary line. Pint players calling for deliberate, but that's not going to be the call. Nightcliff is setting up, all rolling up their back line, setting up really well, pushing Pints forwards up the ground. So from the throw-in, Johnston over the back to Baldy. Baldy has a snapback goal. Looks good. It's online. It's 3 for the first goal of the game. Riley Baldy
terrific work in the ruck by Mac Johnston. Got it over the back. The communication was obviously good. And Boldy from about 40 metres out, really. In the end, it was pretty open in the forward line and terrific kick around the corner.
Yeah, Stu, good goal in these conditions. And, yeah, they must have been organised around the stoppage then, because he just floated out the back and the ruck tapped behind him, and a great snap for goal. Very hard. You don't want the opposition will be disappointed. You don't want your midfielders kicking goal. Opposition midfielders kicking goals, especially from a stoppage like that.
Yeah, so terrific start for Nightcliff. First score on the board, and as we've said, conditions are going to be difficult, so scoring will probably be at a premium as PINT looking to get it going forward. This time Archie Stevens off the ground to again working across half-back was Glover, slid to the ground. Nyhouse now picks up, he gets tackled, gets a hand pass away, and Nightcliff again work it through the hands before the long kick out. Oh, beautifully read by Chalmers, going back with the flight of the ball. Had Kennedy right on his tail there, but took it nicely, and he goes short to Thomas Schott. Tommy Schott, he's got the option of Chalmers short again, but decides to go long instead. Probably the best plan in these conditions is almost a push out there, but play on's the call. The hand pass comes out. Here's a chance for PINT, thrown on the boot by Timms, but just slid away to the left of the behind post and bounced out, so it'll be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, Parfitt's getting tagged off the ball. Has PINT's running a play with him, which is very smart, I think, because he can turn a game. And you're right, Stu, I just think you just want to get it deep forward as quick as you can. Create one-on-ones.
So throwing in the hot spot, McDonald doing the ruck work for PINT. There's a free kick being paid here, and it's a holding free kick. It's going the way of McDonald, who was in that ruck contest, and I saw him last week. He just dominated last week's game in the ruck, and he's come into some pretty good form.
I feel he goes under the radar a bit because the other two main ruckmen, Dennis and White, at Districts, but he's been a great ruckman for PINTs, and he's a good player, and he rucks most of the game by himself too.
Yeah, that's right. So McDonald with the set shot. Goal umpire doesn't move, straight through the middle, so that's a fantastic answering goal from PINT to level the scores early in this first quarter, and it's McDonald who gets himself on the board courtesy of that free kick.
Just really good and smart from half back there, PINTs, to use the ball and get it in there as quick as they can, and obviously contest where McDonald's got a free from. Just got to reset again. It's going to be one of them days, I reckon, Stu. It's going to be a grind.
Yeah, so we're gone past 7 minutes in this opening quarter and a goal apiece. Much of the play has been between the two half-back lines. So back in the middle. Oh, it's don't
know whether he looked at the ball there,
pretty obvious free kick, I'd say. And McDonald, the recipient, as he drives it long again, down to half forward, punched away, and the race is on. Scott gets there first for Nightcliff, tried to toe poke it forward, but didn't get much purchase on it, and now picked up, and PINT will go inside 50 again. Good defensive work by Nyhouse, and just slams it out of the danger area, but it's going to come straight back as Mark taken out there, and PINT with the chance to build another attack here. It's Chalmers who goes wide, really wide. It's close to the boundary line and out in front of Parfitt. Watches it go out as the rain starts teeming down here now at DXC Arena, and the lights are on as you'd expect.
Yeah, it's quite dark for this time of day here, so the lights are definitely on. It's going to be hard. It's hard enough to see on the other side of this oval with the oval anyway, leaning down, let alone all the rain, Stu.
So McDonald takes this one out of the ruck contest himself, throws it on the left boot, but that's gone wide and out of bounds on the full. And yeah, that is some serious rain now. As, the free kick will be taken by Henderson for Nightcliff. Pretty hard to see across there as well. So Henderson goes long, close to the boundary line, off hands, it spills over, and another boundary throw in.
So it's going to be the team that can win the stoppages, I feel like, and each coach will want to play down the line. You don't want to take the chance this early switching or
Yeah.
especially in these conditions.
Yeah, that's right. Don't want to over-possess the ball. Just field position all important on a day like today. As the throw in, this time McGregor gets a fist to it. Parfitt first there. Gets the hand pass on the up, but didn't find his teammate. And again, it's forced out of bounds on the full. And the weather reminds me of a Nightcliff game I called earlier in the season when they were playing over on the Tiwis, Chris. It absolutely belted down that day.
Yeah. Been pretty wet, but I don't know whether it's been this week during games.
No.
Last couple of rounds.
No.
Had a lot of night rain.
Truella scoops it forward to the advantage of a teammate who got pushed over, and there's a scramble for it on the ground as well. Umpire's giving him plenty of time to try and get it out, but eventually it's Politis who stands up with the ball being held to him, and there'll be another ball up. We'll see plenty of this today. It's McDonald cleverly does it by himself again. Gets it forward, but Nightcliff across half back, get it to Rinaldi, who goes wide, and the kick's good. So they try to work it around that outer side of the ground. Mark spilt there as Nightcliff get it going forward, and gee, that rain's heavy. It's close to the boundary line now. I think it's slid over, and it'll be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, very heavy. The Nightcliff will really want to lock it in their forward 50 and try and create something here.
Yeah, it's a good position for them deep in their forward pocket.
And it's also looking like it's hard for the rotations as well. There'll be some heavy tired legs out there.
So this time Dirksen doing the ruck work, but couldn't control the ball. Free kick been found, and it's going to go Pint's way in defence. Okay, close to the boundary on the outer side. Parfitt at ground level, couldn't control it, and a ball up again.
They're very sloppy, very heavy at the moment, as you can see on the ground. There's probably an inch of water already in spots.
So at ground level, well picked up by Glover again, got the hand pass over the top. As Nightcliff just force it forward with a long kick off hands. It spills over the back, and Dirksen hooks it around. It's going close to the goal line, but getting back there was shot for Pint, and he chips it out to the near side. Finds Fraunfelder. Close attention there from Philo on the mark, but Fraunfelder indicating that he wants to go long. He does that. Ball's on the ground, and the players just pile in on top of it. There's no way that ball's coming out.
And it's such a big game too, Stu, so you don't want to rest players, or they'll all be having a crack for 4 quarters.
Yeah, definitely. And rotations will be important when they can make them, because stoppage after stoppage in the middle of the ground, it's pretty hard to get players on and off.
And it always, for some reason here at DXC Oval, it always plays over the other side of the oval, opposite side to the crowd.
Donald again doing the ruck work, tried to hook it in himself, slipped out, and a repeat stoppage here. McGregor gets in, but again it's just difficult to get out. It's just falling at the ruckman's feet at the moment from the stoppages and players piling in. So
yeah, they're all around a stoppage, very crowded in there.
Lanyon picks up, it gets dumped to the ground straight away by Stevens. Ball's just going absolutely nowhere. Kennedy works his way in, couldn't get a hand on it. Quick kick comes forward. Mark's claimed it's going to be paid, I think. That's Karupis down there. He's taken the mark and potentially within scoring range. He's out near the 50-metre line. So Nick Karupis with the set shot. Plenty of numbers pushed back into the goal square. Kick on the way, hasn't got a bad piece of it. Got all the way just about to the goal line and then touched and into the goalpost for a minus score. So
I feel any score is a good score in these conditions, Stu.
That's
Even
right.
a point.
It puts Nightcliff in front for the moment as Chalmers will bring the ball back into play. And as you said, electing to go outer side of the ground. The ball just slipped off the side of the boot a bit as it's picked up and kicked away again. Ball just pinballing around and getting in and underneath was Lanyon. Got the hand pass out wide, but over the boundary line.
I feel that Pints would be really missing Cam Wilson in these conditions. They're very handy in under that pack.
Tim's to do the ruck work. Johnston just made better position then. But again, no clean possession on the outside and the ball wrapped up in the middle. Back towards Scott. Went through his hands. Nicely picked up and given and kicked forward. Henderson cutting across. Spilt the chest mark, but they're working hard trying to get it out at ground level, but a free kick's been found here and it's going to go to Henderson of Nightcliff. He looks inboard. Oh, that's well read and knocked away, but chance to recover by Launer, who gets it on the boot. Kicks long forward. Nightcliff trying to work it through the hands. Almost a high tackle there on Lanyon. Play on's the call as now picked up by Johnston. His hand pass chopped off by Stevens, who gets a quick kick to the outside. And Henderson again doing some tidy up work for Nightcliff. Got some late contact and free kick's been paid downfield to Brodie Philo. Philo wasting no time, wants to get it in quick and long as the ball slips through the hands. Smith back there picks up some good evasive work and now kicks it out of danger, but only as far as Scott, who took the intercept mark and now wheels around and kicks long to the top of the goal square. Ball on the ground at ground level. Hand pass comes out wide to Chalmers, who had a little bit of time, and his kick won't travel too far once it hits the ground, as Boldy was waiting for the ball to slip a bit further, I think, and it just got stuck in the puddle.
Very smart kick by Chalmers then, just to put it there and put pressure on the Pints player to get there. If it went it out of bounds, it would have been deliberate. Very hard conditions though.
So Johnston over the back, Truella to Boldy. Boldy on the boot, kicks it high. It's going close to the behind line. A double-fisted punch. Ball doesn't reach the boundary line, and the Pint defence still under pressure as Watson comes in. He gets bundled over the line with the footy, and another boundary throw in just around from the behind post at the airport end of the ground, which Nightcliff are kicking to in this first quarter. So the ball on the ground again. See the water coming up there. It's hard to get it going anywhere as Murphy Short gets a hand pass over the top. Price tries to kick it out of the air but missed it. And now it's a wrestle on the ground again. There's Philo in there this time.
Yeah, I think he's pushed himself up around the ball. Just really got to win it out of the contest, either of these teams.
Johnston gets the tap down. Philo got slung off the ball with the tackle as it's picked up by Fraunfelder. He gets a hand pass forward, and now can they get it going forward in some space? Price hacks it off the ground, but it only goes about 5 metres forward as the hand pass on the up from Timms was picked up by Glover, who hand passes forward. Now Truella goes backwards, but again the pressure's there. Philo picks up the loose ball and now kicks down the wing. Some good defensive work by Bear, who got pushed out, and eventually the free kick's been paid and Jaden Bear will take that free kick.
Very smart at the moment. Pints are just trying to get it forward at cost, kicking it off the ground, anything.
So Bear goes into a pack of players just forward of half forward. Picked up in the defence.
Got away with that.
Yeah. Just umpire's happy for it to get out into any sort of space at the moment, I think.
Very hard to see though, so congested.
So McDonald and Johnston again. Coming in was Lanyon, got the hand pass up from ground level, but again, there's plenty of players around the ball, so pretty hard to break away into any sort of space, as Johnston got something of a hand on it, but was roved by McDonald, who kicks it long forward and well read, and the intercept mark taken by Vile for Nightcliff. It's got a short, wide option. He goes that way to Brown. Brown chips round the outer side of the ground to Launer, whose kick just misses the target and slides over the boundary line for another throw-in.
You're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League from DXC Arena here in Darwin.
So we're into time on. There won't be too much extra time. Just a goal apiece. So plenty of stoppages, but they don't stop the clock, of course. So
Pints have got 2 or 3 players behind the ball, so I'm sure Nightcliff must have a few spares around the contest, trying something different.
It's picked up again, but again it's quickly back on the ground as Scott gets a long hand pass forward. That one's chopped off, and they're just doing anything to get it in space at the moment. Truella goes sliding in and slides past the ball. Parfitt just slipped out of his hands, and now a quick kick forward. That one's out of bounds on the full, so Pint perhaps with the last chance in this first quarter to try and get it going forward. As come inboard, it just fell short of Chalmers and slipped away. He's back on it now as the siren goes to end this first quarter. Just 21.5 minutes and 1 goal apiece, and then Nightcliff got that final behind to give them the lead, but not much to talk about at quarter time, Chris. Just the conditions making it really hard.
No, it's very conditions making it hard just around the stoppage. Big day for the midfielders. Really got to try and create something, get it out of there. It's going to be that sort of contest. Whichever team can get on top and score when it's in their forward 50. All right, we'll be back for the second quarter in a short time.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up.
top-end footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top-end footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back for the second quarter of this round 18 clash between Pints and Nightcliff. About to get under the way. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined by my commentary partner, Stuart Davis. The rain hasn't slowed down at all, Stewie.
No, it hasn't. It's really tough, and you can see just on the vision there the water on the ground. It's normally drains okay, but yeah, it's going to be pretty tough today. It'll be pretty wet for the rest of the game, and conditions will be hard. So it's, we're just saying off air that it's a shame, really. The Pint home game would have been a big crowd today, I think, for this game. No doubt has kept a few people away, and some of you people are probably watching the coverage right now. But it's going to be a close contest all day, and of course there's a big prize on the end of it for the winner. As McDonald wins the hit out down, scooped up by Philo, did it nicely to Truella, who kicks forward to half forward. Oh, players struggling to keep their feet as Pint get it. Quick hand pass out and get it going forward. Nyhouse cleverly traps it with his feet to get it to his teammate Rinaldi, who gave it back to Nyhouse. Hand pass over the top, and now they go forward around the outer side of the ground. Sliding attempt to mark Parfitt. Stands up with the ball and on the left boot kicks inside forward 50. The kick's good and the mark's even better by Dirksen out in front. Just confident with the hands out, and took it on the second grab cleverly. Just flat-handed it down to himself and takes the mark, and indicated straight away he's going to have a shot for goal.
Just, yeah, they're class players, obviously. Nyhouse, Parfitt, and to Zach Dirksen, and yeah, just that confidence to mark it in your hands. Very good.
Kick on the way. It's going close to the line. The kick looks good. They're celebrating, and that's a fantastic set shot for goal in these conditions. He's kicked that from about 35 metres, and again, it's Nightcliff with the hot start.
Yeah, he's come back late. Zach had a couple of niggly injuries, a key forward, and Nightcliff are really looking for that. And in these conditions, yeah, that goal is so important. But a credit to Nyhouse, just sort of 2-on-1 down back there, just the class of him to keep it in front of him, and then push it forward and then hit Parfitt. Just, yeah, as I just said, 3 class players. That's what's going to win the game.
Yeah, so Zach Dirksen, an important player for Nightcliff, particularly with his brother out for the rest of the season. Of course, down having another crack at the AFL. We wish him all the best, of course, as Pint have got it going forward at the moment. The ball just stuck in the mud there as they pile in again, and Henderson at the bottom of the pack. But it's going to be a ball up, but Pint have worked it forward. Inside 50, McDonald and Johnston again. Philo picks up, gets himself a little bit of space, kicks to the outer side, and well, the ball just stopped on Peris then, had to go back for it. Gets it to Nyhouse again, he clears away. Smith down there just scrambling at ground level, but picked up by Bailey, who got the hand pass inboard. Truella comes in and gets the hand pass on the outside to Peris, who kicks along down the line. Dirksen coming in from behind, got a fist to it, and still working at it as Parfitt takes it, gets a hand pass forward, but to no one in particular. But Nightcliff get there first as the ball comes inboard, but I think it had already crossed the boundary line and will be a throw-in.
Yeah, Folio started to get his hands on it a bit, Stu, around the contest and deep into the back line then, which is a real good player to stand up in these conditions. Even Zach Dirksen, just in that contest there, his height and his ability is very agile as well.
So, at the back, Boldy gets a kick in the air. Coming out was Linky, couldn't take the mark, and it's a kick forward but chopped off, and now Nightcliff inside 50 again. The pack got crashed then as ball spills to ground. Truella does well to get his hands on it, then gets tackled by Watson, and again plenty of players over the top of the ball, and another ball up. Truella read it nicely, but didn't have a chance to get the boot to ball as Pint just hack it away out of defence there. Nicely trapped by Launer. Now he's caught with the ball underneath him. There's someone on the ground behind play here. I'm not sure. There's no Nightcliff player around him. I think it might have been from the previous contest.
There was nothing in it.
Yeah.
Just sort of clashed heads, I think.
So play just been stopped temporarily while the player gets checked out.
Just interesting around the stoppage. I feel Pints are going to ground a bit too much where Nightcliff are keep getting their feet. That would be my message from the Pints coach, just try and keep our feet around the contest.
Yeah, Ethan Smith was the injured player. He's up on his feet, staying out there, so all good as brilliantly done by Boldy. Ran through that puddle basically as good hands from Politis, gets it back to Boldy, gets tackled but manages to get a boot to the ball. He's just trying to force it forward. Politis again, this time into the hands of Kennedy, kicks it on the outside of the boot, punched away onto the ground, and swarming in again as just trying to get some sort of control there. There's a free kick been paid for high contact, and it's going to go Nightcliff's way. And it's Dirksen again, picks himself up from the bottom of the pack, and yeah, it's pretty hard to control where your arms and body go.
Yeah, in these conditions.
Dirksen, the recipient of the free kick, this time probably a similar distance to his previous goal. But, the ball's a little bit wetter now, of course, and he's pretty much straight in front here, so kick on the way, just squirted that one off to the right and through for a behind.
I'd say that ball will be getting quite heavy, Stu.
Yeah.
Bit of weight in it.
Yeah, that's right. As back underway again with a long kick straight down the ground. It's working hard at ground level, was proud, but eventually a kick forward by Stevens, and now toe poke to his own advantage by Spiteri, but he couldn't stop like the ball did. The kick comes forward, and McDonald read it nicely behind the play, took the mark in the hands, and says, I'm not messing around here, I'm going to go long. Shot wants it short, but McDonald wants to go long. There's plenty of players back there, as you'd expect. Brown got hands to it and then did the tidy up work. Good hands up, and the long kick forward. Oh, well read in defence by Waitman, but sorry, Hayward it was, but couldn't keep hold of the mark, and the kick comes forward, and Elliot Chalmers chops that one off. Chalmers back in the side this week after missing last week. He's bit of a general in defence for them.
He's been at the club for 3 or 4 years, so a bit of a leader as well. A very good player for him over the years.
So long kick forward, but well read by the veteran Nathan Brown, and he takes the intercept mark. Brown going short and finds Lanyon. Lanyon has Linky out on a long lead, but it's knocked away from him, and a boundary throw in again.
I just feel at the moment Nightcliff have them spares working for each other and trying to create a bit of space, and I think Pints are just flooding behind the ball, trying to win it. So if they can just control the ball, Pints, and work it forward.
So just quick hands from the bottom of the pack, and good hand pass by Campion, but Parfitt it is that picks it up, gets a kick into some space. Here's a chance for Nightcliff as the kick comes in. Play on's the call, touched, and taking no chances is Jai Hayward in the goal square, and he just bats it through for a rush behind. They bring it back in quickly to the near side, where Maloney takes the mark, waiting for players to get across. The Nightcliff players have got there first, so looks like he's going to have to go in towards the middle of the ground here. Rinaldi up high, gets a fist to the ball, spills now. Brown picks it up. He does well to get it by hand to Glover, and now it spills out wide again as Launa tries to get a hand pass up to a teammate, but there's another free kick paid here, and this time it's going to Lewis Rinaldi, who drives it inside forward 50. Dirksen out on the lead. Just Parfitt comes in on the left boot, kicks long towards goal. It's touch back there, but they're still under pressure as they try to work it out now. The hand pass comes up, and Maloney clears it away from the immediate danger. Ball out the back, scooped up by Rinaldi, and attempted kick forward is smothered to the ground, and now there's a free kick been found. It's going to be a Pint free kick, and going the way of Bates, who goes out wide, but Lanyon's read that well and chips in and takes the intercept mark. Oh, tries to play on, might have got a high tackle. Yeah, maybe the arm went up as well, but free kick to Lanyon, chips it out wide, and Peris will go short again to Brown. So Nightcliff just keeping possession at the moment around the boundary line. The kick's good to Baldy, and he takes the mark and runs off, kicks inside forward 50 now. The Pint players spoil each other basically in that contest as the ball at ground level. Parfitt trying to hook it back in, but it slides away. Good work by Proud at ground level for Pint, keeping the pressure on, and it's over for another boundary throw in.
Yeah, Pints players spoiled each other, but they've had it been coming in and the pressure's been on them. They've held up Pints back line. It's a credit to them at the moment.
Donald over the top, fists it away. Quick kick forward by Bear for Pint, but now Philo at ground level gets it going forward, but again just struggling to handle the ball cleanly, as you would expect. Yeah,
Philo, Parfitt and Brown have been in the ball contested at the moment. Getting a bit of the ball for Tigers.
McDonald got rid of his opponent, then couldn't take the ball as Jack Brown for Pint gets the kick forward. Off hands, Will read the hand pass up, and Spiteri toe pokes it forward. The ball just stopped out there, and
unlucky to get a free then for Spiteri. Very good play. His #1 sport is actually soccer.
All right.
Very clever footballer as well.
So Pint have got it down to their forward 50 area, but it's going to come straight back because it's a Nightcliff free kick going the way of Henderson at half-back.
Leah Henderson from Torquay, played for Nightcliff the last 3 years.
Punched away from behind by McDonald. It's Lanyon doing the tackling, and Smith at ground level. So another ball up on the outer side of the ground. As, beautifully taken and kicked forward, and now Pint with a chance. The mark's spilt, and now it's picked up by Price, who has a snap towards goal. It's going close to the line. It's stopping in the goal square, and Brown comes sliding in and happy to force the rush behind.
Yeah, very wet and soggy opportunity there, Pint, so really want to lock it in.
So Billy Henderson, surveying which way to go, decides to go outer side of the ground in the end. Big punch from behind, sees it going forward for Pint. Picked up nicely at ground level by Waitman, but his hand pass is chopped off by Nyhouse. Just gets a bit of a grubber of a kick forward as Pint bring it back in again, but Boldy chipping back in the space, takes the intercept mark, and he goes short looking for Launer, who lost his footing, but takes the mark in the end anyway on his knees, and it's looking to go straight up the middle of the ground here. It skids through that centre area as it's picked up by Smith. He gets tackled and the ball spills out, so Linky it is who'll take the free kick, and he kicks forward. This time trying to take it in the hands was Hayward. It just slipped out on the second attempt, and Nightcliff are in there over the top again as Jacob Maloney at ground level couldn't control it.
Just with Hayward then, Stu, he dropped 2 marks like that. You think he'd just calm and take it in the chest, being such wet weather footy.
So Johnston with the hit out at ground level. Chalmers gets tackled. Eventually the ball spills out, and another stoppage. Yeah, probably that perceived pressure, thinks there's someone on his hammer and has to take it, but anyway, we underway again as hand pass comes out the back, and sliding in was Waitman. Got tackled by Truella, who can't believe he didn't get a free kick for that one. This time, ball going forward for Pint as now it squirts out, picked up by Scott nicely. Got tackled as he kicked the ball. Picked up by Linky, who shrugs the tackle, gets a bit of space, kicks high towards goal. Hayward through his hands again, and now kicked off the ground. I think it's a goal. It's Dirksen again, so this time Hayward, it looked like he just lost his bearings about where he was and where the ball was. The obvious would be to punch it through from behind from there, but slipped out of his hands, and Dirksen was right on the spot.
Yeah, very disappointing. Had a couple of bad passages there, but yeah, just punch it through from behind. Perfect spot, and then, as I said, Dirks, when it hits the ground, is just as good as what he is in an air on the dry day. But credit that pick up from Adrian Scott through the middle. Yeah. Just one hand pick up in these conditions to get the ball forward. Just got to keep working on that. And Pints, I feel, got to try and just get the ball forward through the corridor, get numbers around like Nightcliff are trying to do. Yeah,
you're right, Chris. I mean, clean hands are crucial any time, but on a day like today, if you can get some clean hand possession and just avoid the packs forming, it gives you the real opportunity to get it forward, and can see that it resulted in a goal to Nightcliff. Tim's doing the ruck work, gets it down for Pint, but Truella at ground level, hand passes it out to Philo, took it one-handed and then straight onto the boot as McGregor traps that one nicely. The hand pass to Parfitt just didn't take it cleanly on the first occasion, and still in play as he battles at ground level. Pint players come in now, and picked up by Fraunfelder. His kick was smothered, almost a throw out there over the boundary line. And all good from the umpire, and it'll be a boundary throw in.
Another boundary throw in. Nightcliff are just on top a little. Pints had the opportunity to get a goal then, and it was in their forward. Just really got to keep grinding.
So Tim's again doing the ruck work as the ball spills out to Barry. His hand pass is chopped off. And Nightcliff just advanced it again, but good defensive work from Chalmers, though his kick was smothered and now picked up, and Nightcliff inside forward 50. The kick towards goal is just offline and through for another behind.
Pints really need to stop, not let him get another goal because it's hard conditions. 2 goals ahead. Really got to grind and try and snag one on him.
So long kick out. Tim's in front, had it punched away from him, but did well at ground level to pick up and kick forward as it was Watson who spilt the mark, was under pressure, of course, and the long kick in. And the Pint defence again under pressure as Politis gets a hand pass on the outside to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to wheel that one back. Boldy suggesting that he was an option over the top, but it's a behind to Kennedy. Just snuck that one inside the behind post.
Pint's back line under pressure. They have been good, working hard.
So Maloney bringing the ball back in again. Kicks long down the line. Linky in front, slips through his hands to Johnston. Got the hand pass up to Bailey. Bailey on the left, kicks it high. Linky again involved with a high leap. Couldn't take the mark as Stevens gets a hand pass to Hayward. Hayward long down the line, but Lewis Rinaldi just parked himself beautifully and waited for that one.
Just the Pints have really got to roll up on that spare, make it 2-on-1. Just giving them too much space, Nightcliff back line.
Rinaldi's kick inside 50. No mark taken. McDonald at ground level. Did well at first. Had trouble getting a hand pass out as scramble in there again. And Johnston got tackled to the ground. It's a bit of a rolling scrum here, and a free kick's been paid for.
Unlucky in that
throw in the end.
Hard work.
So it's Karupis who'll take the free kick. As he wheels around now to kick long, but just slid off the boot a bit, and beautifully read. Nice hands this time by Hayward, and takes the intercept mark. Goes long near side of the ground again. Johnston comes across. That's a terrific mark in the conditions.
Just Nyhouse there blocking the opponent out. Very clever.
Yeah, absolutely. As Johnston thumps it back into the danger area. Off hands, it goes away and over the boundary line. And another throw in as we pass 19 minutes in this second quarter.
And you're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season from DXC Arena here on Larrakia Country in Darwin.
So good position for Nightcliff here with the boundary throw in. It's Stevens sliding in for Pint, but beautifully picked up by Philo onto the left boot, and there's another example of the clean hands in the wet conditions. Just picked it up, had about a metre of space, got it onto the left boot, and made no mistake.
No, disappointing from Pint, seeing having Brody run through the stoppage without anyone on him. Really got to shut him out. That's what he does. He can just create something from nothing. Just very clever. So, yeah, got to make sure around the stoppage you have someone on him. So interesting. Going to be hard for Pints at the moment to fight back, but it's only 3 goals.
Yeah, that's right. 3 goals, 3 unanswered goals to Nightcliff in this second quarter, and just opened up a bit of space there. 22-point lead in a really low-scoring affair. It's Nightcliff, Pint have got to find a way to get it forward and get scores on the board.
They can do it though. They've come back from behind against Nightcliff a few times, and Nightcliff have let teams in as well. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, of course, last time they played, it ended in a draw with the Pint Nightcliff and Pint comeback. So it's just struggling at ground level. Lanyon tackled to the ground. All out into some space now. Philo puts a solid bump on, but it spills out to McDonald now, who a couple of steps and bangs it long inside forward 50, looking for Smythe down there. Couldn't get a hand to it as Nightcliff with the numbers, but Vile's hand pass just into the lap of his opponent, and it'll be a stoppage, but this time inside forward 50 for Pint.
Wouldn't be much time left. Pints really need a goal here, Stu.
Yeah, exactly, as McDonald just uses his strength to push his opponent out of the way, but the ball just out of bounds, and another throw in. So 21.5 minutes gone in this second quarter. It's in a dangerous position, and Pint just need to somehow get their hands on the ball and get a shot towards goal. It comes out the back now, but Nightcliff are first to it. Now it slips out. It's again, it's a strong tackle, and Lanyon has been at the bottom of plenty of packs today.
He's been very good, Lanyon.
So hand pass out, the kick smothered, squirts inboard. And again, just trying to find some space. Eventually, it's Jack Brown that does, but tried to hand pass forward. Now, Nathan Brown comes back. There's a shot towards goal. And Nyhouse just in the right spot there and in the contest, just got a hand to it and saw it over the line for another behind.
Ex-AFL player for Freo, Nyhouse, very class player. Just does them little things.
So he plays on from the goal square now and kicks as far as he can to the near side of the ground. McDonald reaching over the top, got a fist forward, picked up by Glover coming in, and the siren goes to end this second quarter, and one that, well, maybe not dominated, but certainly the scoreboard heavily in favour of Nightcliff. 3-0 in that quarter, Chris.
Yeah, I feel Nightcliff got ahead of them a bit. Their on-ballers worked a bit hard, and they got a bit of luck as well. Just around the stoppage, Pints have got to just tighten up a bit. But I was just looking at Nightcliff's backline: Benny Vile, Blake Lorna, Billy Henderson and Ryan Nyas, and even veteran Nathan Brown, like some class players out there. So it's hard to get a goal against Nightcliff at the moment. But Pints had the opportunity. They've had 2 inside 50s. Unlucky they didn't get the goals, but just got to keep working, and they'll be positive because they've come back from behind a few times, Pints. So just restart again, and hopefully they can win the next quarter.
Yeah, that's right. Now, and we saw that just a couple of those examples of clean hands really made the difference and ended in a couple of goals for Nightcliff. So that's what Pint have got to work on, and we'll see what the message is when we come back after this half-time break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back for the third quarter of this round 18 clash between Pints and Nightcliff about to get underway. Pints 1-2-8 to Nightcliff 4-5-29. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined by my commentary partner Stewie Davis. What do you reckon's going to happen?
Yeah, Nightcliff have set a pretty good groundwork, haven't they, at half-time with a lead of, 21 points. And, yeah, it's going to be tough to fight back from Pint, but the rain's stopped for a while now, so hopefully we'll have a dry ball to start with, and Pint will be keen to get the ball in their hands, get it going forward and start making inroads into this lead.
Yeah, Pints will be positive. In past games they've come back from behind, but Nightcliff at the moment I feel they got on top of them around the stoppage. So Pints will be just trying to get a couple of goals on the board and keep them goalless or win this quarter, set up for the last. But it's going to be hard to stop with the class of Nightcliff players all through the ground. Nyhouse, Parfitt, Dirksen.
Yeah, plenty of experience, haven't they? And talent.
Folio.
McDonald does it beautifully out of the ruck and gets Pint going forward, down towards half forward. Nathan Brown back there. Just ball almost fell into his hands, but good pressure from Spiteri. And we've got a stoppage at centre half forward for Pint in the opening minute of this quarter. High kick into no man's land. Truan comes in, couldn't get to the fall of the ball. As good work from ground level. The hand pass on the up from Barry, but there's a whistle on the play. It's a Pint free kick. So this is just what they were looking for with the first opportunity, and it's Ben Smythe who will take the free kick. He'll be kicking from about 30 metres out, not much of an angle.
Former captain from Numurkah down in the Murray League. I was just thinking then, Stuart, Pints have got to be first to the ball, get their hands on it, because then they'll create these frees.
Kick on the way, looks pretty good. Goal umpire says it is, and that's exactly the start that Pint were looking for, and his teammates get around him. The energy's up, and it all started with Connor McDonald again in the middle of the ground, won the clearance himself and got him going forward. So that's a terrific start for Pint, and the crowd around us are really enjoying it as well, as you'd expect.
Yeah, Pints are having a past players day and they're right beside us, Stu, so they'll start getting vocal. But Connor McDonald's been good all day. He's shouldered all the ruck. Just a very class player, so he needs to really dig in and keep getting that ball forward, and hopefully they can create a couple more goals, Pints.
So there's the first one inside the first 2 minutes. McDonald up high, takes it himself again. This time he's tackled and the ball spills out, but he's on it again and gets the clearance once again and gets it forward. Nathan Brown's going to be first to it at ground level. He gets a bit of a sliding hand pass on the up as Rinaldi's pounded into the ground. Tap comes out. Truan couldn't control it, and now gets another hand to it as Truella keeps it in play somehow and kicks down the ground. It's going over the boundary line this time. The boundary umpire was right there. The crowd here didn't like it, but obviously just kept it in play and gained about 40 metres for his team.
The Pints crowd tried to persuade him, the poor boundary boy, but he stuck to his guns and he was in a good spot too.
Johnston and McDonald, ball slips over the back. Oh, Scott slides in, but it's kicked away from him. Frauenfelder trying to keep his feet as the ball comes out now, and going back into the traffic. Waitman took possession and then tried to go backwards through the traffic. Johnston gets the kick in. Bailey can't control it. Smith picks it up. He's tackled straight away by Linky, and it'll be a ball up again. So
just interesting, White to go back in the play in these conditions. Like had a bit of time, just boot it forward, get it out into space.
So McDonald takes it himself again, but Nightcliff are onto it now, getting the tacklers in on around him. Politis gets it out into a bit of space as the ball spills, and clever work getting it off the ground by foot. Truan gets it out in front of Smythe. Smythe tried to kick off the ground, didn't get much purchase on it, and now Nightcliff the chance. Politis on the up to Boldy. Boldy down the wing, but McDonald's there. He gets under plenty of pressure from Parfitt. That from the tackle, the ball spills out. And another boundary throw in.
Parfitt trying to get physical with McDonald, which ain't a bad thing because he's probably the person who's going to change the game, McDonald. So got to try and shut him out, get him off his game.
So McDonald tries to take it again. Scooping in was Jack Brown, and he's penalised for not disposing of the ball in time, and it'll be
very hard under these conditions. It's true. Don't know how you pick that out.
Johnston short to Truella. Truella's got a short but goes longer. Oh, out on the lead, Dirksen, and terrific kick and a great mark taken under plenty of pressure. As no, it's Linky, in fact, yeah.
Linky.
So terrific mark, and he might struggle with the distance from here. He loads up and kicks long into the goal square. Offhands. Oh, the mark taken in defence by Chalmers, just at the front of the pack. Took it beautifully, and he chips it out to Short. Short with the hand pass over the top, and trying to work it out. Barry gets the hand pass inboard. I think they need to get it on the boot soon, rather than hand passed into the congestion, as Nyhouse tried to get a kick forward, but that got smothered. And another ball up at half forward for PINT.
Interesting, Nyhouse up at the stoppage there. If I was PINT, you'd want to drag him back.
So Parfitt with strength gets the hand pass on the up to Baldy. Baldy into the hot spot in the corridor, but first there for PINT was Campion. He got tackled to the ground, now comes in and lays the tackle himself, and it'll be another ball up.
Interesting, good pressure by PINT in their back line once again, holding up. Just need to create something across the centre of the ground to break the lines, PINT.
So it's a free kick in the ruck contest. I think it might have been a bit each way then, but over the shoulder was the call, and it goes the way of McDonald, who chips it on the outside and finds Stevens, who moves it on quickly. And now the mark taken by Campion. Gives it back to Stevens, who ran past, but his kick forward is just chopped off by Henderson, and you just sense that these conditions really suit a player like Henderson, Chris.
Yeah, from Torquay, I'm sure he played a bit of these conditions around June, July down that way. Just then, though, 2 PINT players were behind him. Like, you got to roll up to that spare, make it 2-on-1.
So Glover kicking it back to where it came from, really, as PINT get it going forward. Got a chance at ground level. Bates was in there, tried to knock it forward, but again it comes back to Henderson. Just misses the target this time on the left foot, and out of bounds on the full, I think. And Archie Stevens will go across and bring the ball back into play. Stevens looking for Smythe at half forward, but Nightcliff can work it out through Parfitt. Smith got to the fall of the ball, didn't take the mark, and so had to dispose of it quickly, as it's just hacked forward, but Chalmers across the back got it to Bear. Bear's kick out close to the boundary line. Solid contact again as Parfitt comes in, picks it up. He gets tackled immediately. The ball spills out the back, and PINT with a chance, but Truella was right onto it, keeps it in play again and kicks down the line, but this time Ethan Smith read it nicely and takes the mark. He was kicked just a little bit behind Murphy Short, but he was good enough to get back, but his kick is overturned, and Rinaldi kicks down to half forward as the ball is caught in underneath, and it'll be a ball up as some light rain starts falling again.
Disappointed with PINT then, just twice turnover, shanked the kicks across half back there. Just their forwards, PINT's forwards have got to roll up or work harder to try and create a free player for him to kick to.
Deliberate free kick paid here. It was just hacked off the ground over the boundary line, and Archie Stevens again will take it. Kicks into the middle. There's plenty of players there. Fraunfelder was the one that was left to take the mark. Trying to direct some traffic, saying he wants his players to go forward so he can kick long. does kick long down to half forward, and terrific work by Nyhouse. Just read that one beautifully. And
just a class player, Stu, just to read that in that pack.
So he goes wide to the outer side of the ground, and mark taken, and Pint will bring it back. Murphy short with the mark inboard, and hasn't got a lot of options at the moment, so he might just have to kick to the pack again. That's the way he goes, to half forward, gets over the top, and Smythe tackled with the ball.
Smart for Pints, and he was just holding off for Connor McDonald to get down there, but just relying a lot on him, Stu.
Yeah. So trying to burst through the pack, and picked up by Steve. I think it's a free kick. Yeah, just held too long in the tackle there. So it's Jack Brown, who's been really good for Pint this season, Jack Brown, since coming in. It's a low kick inside 50. No mark taken. The ball spills at ground level. Smythe gets a hand pass up. A quick kick forward on the outside of the boot, but just snuck in for behind to Pint.
Got to lock it in, Pints here. Really need a goal.
Yeah, exactly. They can't allow an easy exit here for Nightcliff. As Henderson runs out of the goal square, goes to the outer side of the ground, and that's a great mark, isn't it? Linky again. Just strong hands in the contest, and Nightcliff have worked it out of defence now, get it going forward of the wing around the outer side. Another terrific mark coming at the ball. McGregor this time. Now he wheels around, so a couple of long kicks, and they're inside their forward 50, and another nice intercept mark by Ethan Smith, who's had a pretty good game in defence in his milestone game.
Yeah, he's been very reliable and very good today.
Smith goes long over the head of McGregor this time. It's just plucked out of the air by Bear, and throws it on the left going forward. Here's a chance as the mark's taken by Waitman, gets it moving quickly. It's a one-on-one. Trying to kick it off the ground was Bates, but
disappointing Bates. He should have probably tried to pick it up and create a contest.
Yeah.
The Pints are putting pressure on Nightcliff at the moment. It's good to see. They need a score though, because this rain's coming back by the looks of it, Stu.
Yeah, it's not heavy at the moment, but it is raining definitely, as Nathan Brown goes short. Gave Henderson some work to do, but he was good enough and reached out and took the mark. Henderson close to the boundary line again.
Oh, interesting call. Could have been anything.
Yeah, there weren't too many players near to where the ball went out.
Pints have done everything right at the start of this quarter. They're putting pressure on. Just got to get a goal for their reward of their hard work.
So from the throw in, McGregor got a hand to it. Picked up. And a quick hand pass forward by Stevens. But free kick to Trewin. He'll be too far out to score from there. It's very crowded inside that forward 50 for Pint. The kick comes in off hands. It's knocked away towards the boundary line, and over it goes right next to the behind post. So still in a dangerous area here as far as Nightcliff are concerned, and the boundary throw-in gives Pint another chance.
Interesting whether the Pints can snag one here where Ryan Nyhouse is off the ground.
You can see the congestion of players. There's a kick out of the pack here. I'm not sure who it was, but it's a goal.
Yeah. Just what Pint needed, just to crumb in that goal like Nightcliff done the last quarter.
Absolutely.
Really good. They had runners just running through the pack and created that. And once again, McDonald, I think, was the man to tap it down to him.
Yeah, I think it was Waitman, the goal scorer.
Yeah.
They all get around clapping his hands. So Kyle Waitman scores the goal, and Pint, with the only 2 goals of this quarter, have really closed the margin up and brought themselves right back into the contest. Just 7 points now as we go past 13.5 minutes in the third quarter.
Yeah, game's back on, and Pints have done this before, and Nightcliff have lost games in the last half, so be interesting whether them nerves come back to Nightcliff, and Pints should be positive with their start of this quarter, so it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully they can snag one more than Nightcliff. Either team's got desperate for a goal now.
So back in the middle, McDonald just took the legs out, but shot gets it out to Stevens, and Pint going forward again as Spiteri at ground level tries to paddle it forward, but just overran the ball and allowed Nightcliff to get it out to Lanyon. He got a bit of a toe on the ball, got it going forward to Boldy, but he's bundled over the boundary line for another throw in.
Pints are where they want it. They just need to get it in deep forward, create one-on-ones. Baldy's also been a good player today for Nightcliff.
Gets another kick, as he was mentioned. Politis gets a hand pass on the outside. That's knocked to the ground, and now Pint breakaway again through short, gets long in front. The ball spills to the ground, and holding the head, but play on's a call as the sweeping hand pass comes from Glover over to Henderson again. Short to Parfitt. He goes inboard, and he finds Paris down the line to Scott. Takes a sliding mark on his knees right in front of us here on the near side wing. Not sure where to go. Plenty of numbers work back as the kick comes in, but that's well read and well marked by Chalmers again. He's having some sort of game in defence.
Played very well, Elliott, across half-back. Intercept marking.
Goes down the line again. Oh, presenting it, that one. Sam Bates takes it in the hands. Nice mark. Confident lead at the ball. And a 50-metre penalty here. So not sure if it was movement on the mark or Parfitt coming in too close from behind. But anyway, this will bring Bates to within scoring distance, you would think. It's a pretty healthy 50-metre penalty.
Yes, very healthy 50-metre penalty. Just interesting there, though. That's the Pints player taking his time.
Yeah.
You know, not putting the pressure on their forwards, just composure, and then calls that 50, which is really good.
Kick from Bates. It's low and just misses to the left. There's a real opportunity for Pint then, but they do have it in their forward area, and Brody Philo going back to pick up the ball and bring it back into play. Just the 6 points the difference now as we get closer to time on in this third quarter. So Philo goes straight down the ground. Philo cleverly knocked forward as coming in was Smythe. Pint players wanted a free kick.
Not sure whether Smythe gone into the ruck or
looks like he
gone
might
into the ruck.
McGregor over the top. Couldn't control it on the way down. And another ball up.
Would like to know the count of stoppages today, Stu.
Absolutely. So Truella gets the kick out of the pack, but well read by Murphy Short. Wants a 50-metre penalty, but players have got to have some opportunity to get out of the area as the long kick comes in. Well read and nicely taken by Vile at half-back for Nightcliff.
Been a very good player, Vile, from Chilton.
Bit of candy, gets around the player on the mark and then delivers beautifully to Linky, who's coming into the game in this third quarter. Oh, he gets around the player on the mark as well and kicks long. Chalmers under it, couldn't control the mark. It comes out to Truella now, kicks this very high, close to the boundary line on the outer side. And Paris gets to the fall of it, and off hands it goes over the boundary line again.
Yeah, just working hard, Pints. I just hope they can hold them off, but Nightcliff are just trying to get that ball forward. Just got to create a goal.
Nightcliff, of course, yet to score in this quarter as we go past 18.5 minutes. Smythe with the hit out to the advantage of Waitman. Just keeps going forward. Tried to kick off the ground, missed it that time. That allowed Brown to come in, but he was too close to the line, and Truella able to bundle him over with the footy.
Really positive for points. There was a few Nightcliff players around that contest. Dead centre of the ground by the looks, Stu.
Yep, right on the wing on the other side. Smythe from behind, works it down, but it's Nightcliff who get it going forward. Picked up nicely by Smith. He picks up, kicks in the one motion, but his kick out to the boundary line and over on the full.
Downfield, was it?
Out on the full, I thought. Oh, yeah, it must have been a downfield free kick, yeah. So, kick in short, and that mark taken by Jet Price. A good mark in the conditions, and he's going back. He kicked from memory 5 goals last week. It's not that sort of day today, though. He's a pretty smart forward. Looks like he thinks he's got the distance here.
Yeah, he's a fair way out. It looks a fair way out from here. But I suppose you just want to get it in the square.
So he's got a pretty good piece of that. It's going all the way. He knew exactly what he was doing. He did have the distance. There was about 12 players on the goal line and just got it over them. And what a quarter this is by PINT. They've reeled Nightcliff in here. They trailed by 21 points at half-time, and they've scored that to level the scores as we just tick into time on. But what a goal that was.
Yeah, very good. And just that sloppy, giving away them 250s, Nightcliff, they've got to, as a coach, you just want them to sharpen up on that, not to give them easy 50s, because that puts pressure on their back line. But credit to PINT, they've come out firing this quarter. That's what I say, and they're a side that do that. I feel they're a fit side, and they never think they're out of the contest. So we've got a battle on our hands now, Stu.
We sure have. We're into time on in the third quarter, and scores are level. You might not have believed that at half-time, but it's PINT who have scored the only 3 goals of the quarter, and they're on a roll as McDonald gets another clearance for PINT, gets it down to the front edge of the square. Nightcliff scrambling defensively now. Scott slides in on his knees as it's picked up by Nyhouse and thumped out of the danger area down towards half forward. It spills out the back. Politis was there, but Chalmers just got in and got a hand to it to get it to the advantage of his teammate as the ball goes out wide. Trying to keep it in play out there was Watson. He does so, and now PINT going forward again round that outer side, close to the boundary line. Smythe comes across, can't get to it in time, and it's a valuable kick that picks them up about 50 metres upfield and out of the danger area.
Yeah, PINTs will really be trying to get in their forward 50, create a score at least, or a goal.
So McDonald wins another hit out. Well done by Scott. Picked it up, got the hand pass out, but just PINT players there as Shot gets a kick forward. Off hands, it spills, and now the hand pass on the outside to Timms. He got tackled straight away, and Truella at ground level tries to get it going forward to Boldy. Does well by hand. Glover's kick goes high in the air, working back. They're under some pressure here as, that's a strong tackle to the ground. He's going to be penalised holding the ball.
Could have went either way, that.
Boldy wastes no time, but Ethan Smith once again read it beautifully and got in to get the double fist to it and see it over the boundary line before the mark could be taken down there by Kennedy, and just read that perfectly.
Just no need to put pressure on himself then, Nightcliff. Then he could have just held it up, waited for something, or put it in the square like PINT's been doing. Just rushed it, no reason to rush. But when you're under the pressure, that's what happens. Just need some leaders to get, talk to that player, get him to calm down, take your time. Let's hit our target.
So the ball's retrieved from over the fence. Looks like Narelle Long there, the boundary umpire, throws it in. As again, there's a free kick being paid, this time going the way of PINT. As he won't get to take the kick, the siren goes. to end the third quarter, and what a quarter it's been by Pint. They've erased that deficit and really given themselves a chance as we go into the final quarter, Chris.
Yeah, just really good effort. Great first quarter, never gave up. Just their forward entries, created them goals, put pressure on Nightcliff early. I feel Nightcliff just panicked a bit. They just got to get some composure, use the ball, try and create, go back to their way of playing it. But credit to Pints to come out like that, put the pressure on. And they're a side like that, I feel Pints, they'll never give up. They'll just grind away. And that's how they won. And in Nightcliff's head, they'll be thinking, oh, here we go again. So it could be a very good game. Last time they met, the game before Christmas, it was a draw. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting, Stu.
Yeah, it's going to go right down to the wire, you would think. And all of a sudden, it's Nightcliff under pressure as we go into three-quarter time. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the final quarter after this short break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring him up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back for the last quarter of this round 18 clash between Pints and Nightcliff about to get underway. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined by my commentary partner Stuart Davis. What a game we got on our hands. PINT 4 goals 5-29 to Nightcliff 4 goals 5-29. Absolute draw, ready, set up for the last quarter. What's your thoughts, Stewie?
Oh, look, fantastic, isn't it? We've got a sensational game here, and the PINT huddle, they had huge amount of spectators around it, really revving their players up, and they came out pretty early. Lee Crossman kept his team in the huddle for quite a bit longer, and with some final messages. But yeah, it's all of a sudden it's Nightcliff that have got to find a way to get the ball forward and get some score on the board, because they were unable to score at all in that third quarter, and PINT are up and running.
So much on the line, third spot.
So underway, and no ruckman got their hand to the ball. They're just trying to force it forward. McDonald kicks off the ground, gets it down to half forward for PINT. Quick hands on the outside. The kick comes forward. Punched away from behind. There's a chance for Timms, working hard at ground level, tries to get a boot to the ball. Punched away by Henderson for Nightcliff. Now coming in for was Barry for PINT. Swings the ball around towards goal, but it's gone all the way across the face of goal and hits the behind post on the full. So it's a Nightcliff free kick, I think it is, yes.
The rain's come in too, Stuart. Starting to get heavy again.
Just what we wanted. It's going to be tight and tough, and it's Jack Perris to bring it back into play. He goes close to the boundary line, outer side of the ground, punched away from behind by Smith as PINT tried to get it forward. Shot tries a kick off the ground, but that was chopped off. The hand pass comes out to Boldy now. Boldy out of defence for Nightcliff. His kick's smothered to the ground. Picked up now by Dirksen, who just wheels around, kicks into space. It's a one-on-one contest at half forward for Nightcliff. Good use of the hands out to Parfitt. He's got a long one over the top. Launer's going to be there in the goal square for Nightcliff. Runs onto it and bangs it through off the ground. Clever footy, wasn't it? Just saw the player out in space. Great vision, and the kick over the top and through and off the ground, and Nightcliff find the first goal in the final quarter.
Yeah, PINT's had the opportunity then, but credit to Blake Lorna playing in the back pocket, just screamed down there. And Zach Dirksen, just to get, I think, any side, you just want to get the side forward and hopefully create a one-on-one. They're very clever. But I think it was I'm not sure who kicked it to that space. Knew Blake Lennon was running down there, and he kicked it off the ground from the square. So great start from Nightcliff. PINT's had a good start, had it in their forward 50, but costly. Nightcliff worked it real well out of back line.
So scoreboard pressure swings to Nightcliff's favour now as they're back in the middle. McDonald up early, tried to take it himself. Philo throws it on the boot, gets the clearance down to half forward. Parfitt in there working hard, kicked off the ground. Linky picks it up at ground level. He's swung around 360, getting it, spills out to Philo, who throws it on the boot. It's a long kick, and I think it's through.
Oh.
No, it's a PINT free kick, is it? No.
Oh, it's a point.
I think we're all a bit confused at the moment.
I'm pretty sure we all think it's a point. Definitely went through.
So there's going to be a conference here between goal umpire, boundary umpire and field umpire. So it's a goal. The goal has been awarded.
Not sure, I couldn't see it, but it did look like it went through from the points to me here, but the boundary umpire, and that would have...
Yeah, so certainly Jaden Beer was the PINT defender. He was convinced it was a point, and...
no good arguing, though. They just got to get back onto a PINT. I've never seen an umpire decision change yet in the game.
So, what a start from Nightcliff this time in the final quarter.
Because it was interesting. Parf was saying Brody should have given their hands. So I think Parfitt thought it was a point.
So McDonald couldn't take it himself that time as Philo at ground level tries to get a kick to the ball while he was sitting on the ground. But it's stacks on the mill and another ball up. McDonald, Philo tackle to the ground. Now it's PINT desperate to get it out into some clean air as they work it out, but it comes out to Paris of Nightcliff. He kicks long down the line, and that's well read by Maloney, and takes it with the ball coming over his shoulder. He's got the short option, and that's the way he goes to Murphy short. He goes straight up the ground, a bit of a push there, some solid contact. Smith again picks it up nicely, but he's gang tackled as the ball spills out as he's slung to the ground. And again, a stoppage here. This will, there's a bit of push and shove here. Some players not happy with each other. I think a free kick might be paid here.
No one knows which way.
No.
You just don't want this any side. It's finals time, and it's just not worth it. Like,
so it's a PINT free kick, and
they just give it to it.
Going to give it to whoever a spare player is, and it goes down
very
towards half forward.
Camera too, but play on. Decision umpire, just let it go.
So the long kick out, but just reading it out the back was Watson for PINT, and he takes the mark and thumps it back forward again. As Nyhouse comes in, it's knocked away from him. Henderson, good hands to Rinaldi, and off to Parfitt on the left. Down the line, McGregor got rid of his opponent, then couldn't get to the ball. Boldy scoops in and picks the ball up. Picked up now by Karupis, who kicks to the open spaces in the forward line. Working back is going to be Hayward there first, and he's got a bit of time as he picks the ball up, but now he's taken too long and gets himself into pressure, has to hand pass it away as he's tackled, and Nightcliff have the chance. Again, a strong tackle. Karupis gets the hand pass in, comes back to him on the left. His kick squirts out, it's off hands, but falls in the lap of Boldy, who kicks along the ground, and it's another Nightcliff goal. And Riley Boldy it is. He finishes the work, and 3 goals in 6.5 minutes for Nightcliff here.
Yeah, very good Nightcliff. Just put the pressure on him, worked it forward, and I just feel PINT's panicked a bit. They went away from their game, where their game was just get it forward, kick it long. For some reason, he took too long instead of just getting it on the boot out wide. PINT's have just stopped running, so it's going to be hard now. It's Stewie, it's absolutely pouring down.
That's right, and all the momentum with Nightcliff, where it was with PINT going into 3/4 time, and so those 3 goals that PINT clawed back in the 3rd quarter have all been put back on the scoreboard, and it's going to be tough from here for PINT as in the middle of the ground. Bailey in there. And the big ruckman Johnston at the bottom of it all.
Just the class of Nyhouse, Parfitt, when that stuff was going on, the push and shove, they just kept playing, got back defensively, using the ball, didn't let it phase them.
Philo again has been important in the packs, gets another clearance out into space. Oh, that's a dangerous slide, you would think, from Adrian Scott, and Ethan Smith will take the free kick, but just took his legs out from under him, sliding in. So Ethan Smith looks like he's okay, and he'll take the kick, indicating he's going to go long. There's a huge pack of players there. Ball hits the deck again, and quick kick out into space. Parfitt using his strength, cleared a bit of a path. Brown gets a hand pass up to Scott. Scott kicks it forward, going backwards. Oh, well read by Chalmers, but the ball slipped off his chest as good hands, great hands by Trewella. He gets a kick forward, taken by Linky. He swings around, kicks to the hot spot at the top of the goal square. Dirksen there had it knocked away from him. Hayward couldn't take the ball out of the air, now picked up, smothered from the Bailey attempt, and now Maloney out to Campion, whose hand pass is chopped off, and Nightcliff again with the chance. It comes out to Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown has a shot at goal, and off target, through for a behind, and he looks like he's been moved forward this quarter, Buxy.
Yeah, I think they just had a bit of a mix-up on the bench. I'm not sure. Mix-up on the bench, and he just went on. Was known as a wingman when he first came up here.
So Pint looking to get the ball moving forward, but Nightcliff have regrouped in this quarter as the ball spills out. The long kick from Lanyon, but again, off target. Dirksen tried to take it running with the flight of the ball, but just slipped out of his fingers. Thomas Schott calling for it. He's got Parfitt in pretty close proximity, and the kick goes down the ground from Bear instead. As it spills out to Nyhouse. Nyhouse gets it going forward in the hot spot. Picked up by Dirksen, threw it in the air and then got a boot to it. But again, it's off target. Through for another behind.
Nightcliff are just peppering it down the forward line here. Pints are under pressure. 10 minutes or 12 or 13 minutes to go. So Pints have got to get a couple of goals. I just can't find it at the moment.
So they go straight down the ground. It spills out, and again the tackle held too long. It'll be a Pint free kick. So Politis there with a new jumper on, wearing the number 66 now. Obviously his other one got damaged in the turmoil that was happening before. But this kick forward, Billy Henderson just parked himself beautifully exactly where the ball landed.
Been really good, reliable today, Billy Henderson.
Been terrific as his kick goes forward. Linky tried to take it on the chest. It got punched away from him. Dragged in by Murphy Short. And no opportunity to get rid of the ball as Maloney there comes up holding his head. Looks like a bit of blood flowing there. Yeah, it's been seen by the umpire now. He'll have to go off and have that seen too. He's replaced by Blake Watson. So the ruckman wrestle, but no one got a hand to it. Pint work it forward. It's Waitman who kicks it forward, and sliding in, taking the mark was Bates. He wants to move it on quickly now. He gets it over the top. The kick's good, perfect. True, and it was. Took the mark and then got some late contact from Parfitt. No free kick, and Truan uses it nicely to a spare player in the forward pocket. So use of the ball was good. It's a pretty tough angle here for Waitman though.
They really need this though. It's great passage there from Pints.
Yeah. So Kyle Waitman with the set shot. Kick on the way. He's hit it pretty solidly, but it's gone across the face of goal. Just touched over the boundary line, I think. So it'll be a boundary throw in next to the behind post.
Just really got to lock it in here. McDonald's going in there. I reckon he'll try and grab it out of the ruck. Against Marley McGregor. Come through the juniors, Marley.
Yeah, he does exactly that. Gets it out the back. As Stevens at the bottom picks himself up slowly, and Nightcliff work it around through the hands, and Launer with the kick out. Away from the immediate danger as Nightcliff just trying to force it forward now. And they managed to get a kick forward. There's no one forward of these players that you see on screen at the moment. So Hayward under pressure again. He's got some assistance coming in, but now comes in, picks up himself, and good work, gets a hand pass forward, and they work it out. But McGregor does well to bat it forward to the advantage of Peris. He gets a hand pass to Boldy. Kicked it about 5 metres as the pressure came. A long kick forward by Nightcliff. Gets knocked out. Philo comes in, tried to scoop it up one hand. That didn't work. And now Pint, the chance to go forward again. Spiteri inboard into some space and picked up by Price. Throws it on the boot going forward, but just chopped off by Rinaldi. He was called to play on. Kicks it long outside of defensive 50 for Nightcliff. And at ground level, it was Henderson again, just would not let go of that football for anything.
No, he's playing desperate footy. Very good down back there. Points are trying though. They keep moving it forward. Just need a couple of goals.
Donald again tried to go himself. Spiteri at ground level gets a kick forward. It's out into space. Truan tries to scoop it up, couldn't do so. Parfitt put the pressure on, comes out to Politis, who gets a hand pass inboard, and Nightcliff kick it away again. There's a free kick been paid here. It's going to go Pint's way as the mark was taken by Kennedy, but the free kick comes back to bear for Pint, and he's called to play on now. Kicks long towards half forward, slips out the back. There's a chance through the hands. It comes out. Oh, clever work from Fraunfelder. He straightens towards goal. But just misses to the right-hand side, and it's a behind to Pint.
Pint's pass players ain't happy. Getting vocal.
So
just got to lock it in here, Pints.
Glover brings it back into play. Philo got hands to it, couldn't take the mark. It slipped over to Short, got it going forward. Here's a chance for Chalmers down there as the tackle comes on. It spills to Truan. Truan kicks across the face of goal, and it goes all the way over and over the boundary line for another throw-in.
Had their options. Oh no, there's a free kick by the sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what that's for. Could cost Pints, obviously. Looking for 5 goals. Going to be a hard task. Lucky to be 7 minutes left, I reckon, Stu.
Yeah, Rinaldi goes around the outer side. It's well directed and a good mark by Marley McGregor. He's told by his teammates just to slow it down, and chips on the outside to Bailey. Bailey goes around the wing. That's a good pass. Finds Nathan Brown out there on that outer wing, and he kicks forward, but this time it's well read by Smith, who's been one of Pint's best players today easily, as he kicks long down towards half forward. Gets over the back, scooped up and hand pass backwards, but Pint putting the pressure on Waitman on the outside to Spiteri on the outside of the boot. Fraunfelder tries to get it going forward, but Nyhouse just too experienced there. Chops it off and they clear it out of defence again. But again, it's going to come straight back as the mark's taken by Short. Murphy Short. Oh, a 50-metre penalty, I think, here. Wow. So another one against Nightcliff. Brodie Philo can't believe it. And Murphy Short will come right down to the goal square. And this surely will be a goal for Pint. Clock keeps ticking. They need this one.
Interesting. Nightcliff just give away a few frees. Crossy will be trying to work that out of him. Come tray. Oh, no, he's missed it.
Yeah, it's just slid off his boot. And through for a behind. So
just a few 50s. You can't afford to do that come finals next week.
So the ball brought back in by Henderson. Went straight down the middle of the ground. I'm not sure that's where it was aiming, but obviously the ball very slippery at the moment and players struggling to control their kicks. So thrown up again. McDonald wins the hit out, gets it going forward. Oh, nicely picked up, and Barry then missed with the hand passes. It comes forward. Fraunfelder gets a kick to it. Nyhouse takes it. He's tackled immediately by Shot. And it'll be a ball up again.
Just so disciplined, Nyhouse. Just class. Very hard to get the ball past him.
McGregor and McDonald taken by Philo. Got the hand pass over the top. Quick kick forward. It's picked up by Smith. Finds a bit of space. Kicks long towards the goal square. Nyhouse again. Fists that one away and picked up by Henderson, who clears away to the outer side. It's gone straight to the boundary line. It might be a Pint free kick here. It will be. Spiteri picks it up and wants to bring it in quickly. He goes short, and the mark is taken by Chalmers, I think that is. He wheels around, kicks towards goal. It's going right to the goal line. But again, the Nightcliff defence are up to the pressure, and just a fist on the ball sees it over the boundary, over the goal line for a behind.
They've had the opportunities last 3 or 4 minutes, Stu, to get a couple of goals, but unfortunately Nightcliff's pressure.
So near side, Smythe from behind tries to punch forward. McDonald scoops it up, gets a hand pass out to Maloney, who's come back bandaged up here. Is desperate to get it out and get it moving forward. As Smythe just hacks it off the ground, gets it going forward. Picked up by Baldy, but there's a whistle on the play.
Pint's free, I think.
It is, so it's Kyle Waitman, and a 50-metre penalty again. I think there might have been some vocals there, and so Waitman rushes down to the goal line where he'll take the kick, chips it over the player on the mark, and PINT at last get a goal in this final quarter. As the clock ticks to 19.5 minutes, they trail by 2 goals. Still a chance, but probably a bit late, Chris.
Yes, they need a couple of quick clearances, and just in this weather, the ground's so heavy, we would have had 2.5 quarters of just torrential rain, so that bull's also heavy. But credit to PINT, they keep fighting, but Nightcliff really set up well that quarter and got the jump on them. So bit of work to do. Anything's possible, but I think the clock's ticking.
That's right. So, yeah, it is. It ticks over to time on now, and it's a 2-goal margin. Back in the middle, just McDonald and Johnston. McDonald takes it out of the ruck contest, got tackled before he could get a boot to the ball. Parfitt in there, cleverly just gets it going forward, as does Politis, and follows up with another kick off the ground. Smith first there, loses his footing, trying to control. Oh, did magnificently to drag that one in on the ground. Parfitt's in there though, gets a hand pass forward. As Maloney picked it up, tried to get the hand pass going forward, slid off his hand over the boundary line. And,
very good by Peter Politis, just working there, pushing that ball forward. Still got a bit of run in his legs, bit of youth.
Looks like he's playing a bit angry at the moment as well. But Johnston reaching in from behind as the kick comes forward. Brown gets the hand pass out wide, but couldn't be controlled. Waitman scoots it to the advantage of Truan as it's close to the boundary line and spills over, and that'll suit Nightcliff as play stops again for another boundary throw in.
Yes, Nightcliff. PINT's played 1 quarter of footy, got back into the game.
So kicked off the ground by Price, scooping it up with Stevens, did really well, but terrific tackle from Baldy, and it was Waitman in fact who gave it back to the umpires. And well done by Johnston, picks it up off the ground into the traffic, gets it out to the advantage of Parfitt. He gets it out in front of Truella, hand passes on the up as tackled without the ball there was Brett Kennedy, and he'll take the free kick for Nightcliff, and I'm sure he'll take plenty of time over this one.
Yep, I'll be interested to see his celebration if he kicks it too, Stu. But he's one of them players, he's always in the right spot and creates them frees. This PINT, as I was just saying before, they played 1 quarter footy and got themselves back into it. But hard conditions, credit to Nightcliff.
Yeah, that's right. They regrouped at 3/4 time, came out strongly with 3 goals. Now Kennedy's kick towards goal. He's got that, he's struck that well, hasn't he? And yes, he is celebrating. And if it wasn't before, it's out of doubt now with Kennedy adding Nightcliff's 4th goal for the quarter. And this last quarter has been the highest scoring quarter of the game.
Yeah, it's interesting in that in the last quarter, and it's wet, heavy footy, but Nightcliff's just really good. But PINT's got a lot of positives to take out of it. They've never given up, and they've got a few good players to come back in next week for the final, which will be against Waratahs. Nightcliff have just got to set up for the big game for a spot in the G to get the win to play districts against St Mary's, which will be another great clash.
Oh, it'll be a fantastic final series, won't it? I mean, PINT were top of the table at the Christmas break, Chris, and were travelling really well. Had a couple of hiccups since then. They played some strong teams, of course, but, you know, they've got the quality of player to really have a crack at the final series.
Yeah, and as we were speaking before, I feel anyone could win it.
So, Parfitt with the clearance out in front of Boyd. He takes a sliding mark. Has that been paid? Smith thinks not. No, it hasn't. So play goes on as coming in to assist was Karupis, and eventually it goes over the line. And of course, in last year's final series, Chris, St Mary's came from 5th place to play in the grand final. So things can happen.
Yes, they know how to play finals footy, and Anthony Blagio has got them tracking really well. And Dylan Lance playing some great football as well. He's hard to stop.
So back to this game now. There's a free kick for a high tackle. It's going the way of Lanyon, who was fantastic in that first half. In and under, and now says that he's going to go long. He drills it low, and coming back, taking a terrific intercept mark was Smythe. He goes back to where the ball came from. Off hands, it gets over the top. Coming in is Rinaldi. His kick's smothered as PINT get it quickly through the hands. But they're still fighting for it at ground level as Chalmers gets a hand pass forward, picked up by Boldy. He bangs it back inside the forward 50. Now Dirksen comes across, gets stripped of the ball by Smith, and it goes over the boundary line. Gee, Smith's worked so hard in defence today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's played well for his first Premier League player for PINTs to play 50 games. Great effort, Stalwart, and he's probably definitely in the best today.
Definitely. So from the throw in, reaching over the top was Johnston. Smith again, burrowing in at ground level as the siren goes to end the game, as it was taken by Launer there. But yeah, a terrific contest. Nightcliff opened up the lead at half-time. PINT fought back in the third quarter, but Nightcliff too strong in that final quarter.
Yeah, Shuey. So PINT's 5-8-38 to Nightcliff 8-8-56. Nightcliff will finish third. I thought Elliot Chalmers, Ethan Smith for once again his 50th Premier League game, and McDonald played really well for PINTs, and Nightcliff was sort of spread across. I thought Nyhouse, Parfitt, Folio played really well, and I was really impressed with Henderson down back, just mopping everything up and yeah, working hard. Yeah, it's going to be a great final series. It's been a pleasure to host with you this evening at DXC Arena on Larrakia Country here in Darwin. My name is Chris Bucks, and I was joined by Stuart Davis, and look forward to the finals.